Everybody leave my family out of these next few articles.
My dad doesn't have a butt.
Hey, it's on Patreon. We're good. That's where I mostly talk about my family.
On Patreon?
Patreon, hell yeah.
My dad likes to wear these bandana print shorts all the time.
He's like a cholo.
Oh, geez.
Shit's tight, dude. Are they comfortable?
I don't know.
He's crippin', dude. His dad is straight crippin'. I don't know where he got those either.
Are they like paisley?
Yeah, shorts. And he has like 3 pairs of them.
That's fresh.
Blue bandana print.
He might get fucking banged on or something, but I don't know.
I think he's OG.
That's like genuinely fresh.
Blue bandana print shorts.
Stretched out undershirt.
That's a V-neck.
The V-neck that's stretched the fuck out because you can tell it's 10 years old.
And he tucks it in.
Yeah.
That's fire.
With crusty feet and sandals is my dad, and a Rolex. That's my dad's wardrobe.
That was a lot of swag. Paisley bandana shorts and a Rolex is like a lot.
And a stretched vintage 20-year hangs fucking undershirt.
Your dad probably crushes, dude.
Crushes what?
Puss, dude. He crushes.
He's seen him crush puss. He knows. We can confirm.
I seen him bury his face on a girl's crotch.
You seen him eat box, dude?
I haven't seen me in box, dog.
Where?
What?
I used to be roommates with his dad. Went downstairs, that fool was fucking motorboating his girlfriend's puss.
He put a sock on the door and everything, bro. It was crazy.
And the chick was liking it too. I heard he was
With
good
their
at it.
clothes on, yeah.
My dad's
Over the
he's back
pants,
on
yo.
the market too. He told me.
He doesn't have a girlfriend.
He's like, hey, you know what? I've been thinking about the end of my life, and he goes, I don't think I want to go alone, so I'm gonna find a partner. I'm like, that's cool. He goes,
Yo.
all right.
So if you're out there watching and you guys want fucking Bart's dad,
Between the ages of 60 and 70, you're looking for a hot dude with crippin' shorts.
Griffin shorts, hit up Bart, dude. DM Bart for details.
Fans are not safe.
Any elderly highness.
Or not. Or all ages.
With a loud voice because he can't hear.
Above 18.
Hit him up.
Yeah, you must have a loud voice.
I'm not sure where we started, but I like where we got.
Fuck the article, dude.
Let's hook Bart's dad up.
Dude, honestly, that should be a huge thing. We should actually fucking make like a Tinder account for him or something.
Dude.
Just start swiping
Oh,
over.
A
yeah.
little Bumble.
So we can use your dad's hope of not dying alone as personal entertainment.
That's, I mean,
Monetize,
yeah.
bro.
Content,
Yeah.
dude.
I'd be laughing all day, dude.
That's a great idea.
I just honestly think that would be wonderful, right?
Yeah.
Just like
Tinder?
a great, yeah. Well, maybe Tinder is like not the.
Other people on Tinder his age?
Yeah.
Do they even know how to use Tinder?
Dude, they're all over the place, man.
Man, there's fucking. I saw this weightlifting grandma and her daughter that looks like a grandma.
On Tinder?
No, on Instagram. They were fucking buff. And I was like, what the fuck? It's so confusing, man. How you got a body of a 40-year-old and you're like, goddamn 80.
I bet you
Damn.
there's like a Tinder for old people.
Yeah.
Watch, I'm gonna Google Tinder for old people.
Farmers
It's
only.
called senior.
Christian Mingle.
Farmers only for sure.
Close to the end.
Close to the end. That's good.
That's a good dating app.
Yeah.
If that's not made already, you should
finish
look into
line.
that. The finish line, dude.
Oh, the finish line.
I like that.
Hey, dating sites for adults 50 plus. Number 1, Our Time.
Hour time.
Hour time. That's good.
It's dark as the finish line.
I like that finish line.
Jesus Christ.
That's 2 on the nose. Finish line is 2 on the
Across
nose.
alone.
Fucking curtain call.
Lights out. Lights out.
Deathbed dating.
Deathbed dating.
That's 2 on the nose. That's 2 on the
The leftovers.
Crazy.
I asked my dad, I was like, when you do go on these dates, like what's the typical questions you ask or conversation? Just to hear like what it's, he goes like, when you're my age, you don't deal with bullshit. So you go, do you have any debt? And then like, do you own a house? Because he owns his own house, so he doesn't want to leech. So he wants it where it's like, they also own their own house and they make it a decision whose house they live in rather than a default, I just move in with you. Wow. So I was like, damn, these are some like, just
That's
straight
true, because
up-
when you're like 70 and you're like, man, you had a lot of time to get your shit together and you're still a fucking loser.
No wonder you're single. That's what they say.
Like women like, hey, like, can you get your dick hard?
Oh yeah.
Probably like that too.
So, and you know how on Bubble they ask you like, what's your favorite TV show to watch? Like they have all these prompts for old people dating apps. They should be like, do you have debt?
Should just be a
Can you get your dick hard? Like there should be those questions.
Do you got cancer?
My dad
Yeah,
says he
yeah.
has no problem because he has that Chinese moonshine he makes. Back to his couch, yeah, he has like this fucking
That make I give him a boner?
Hennessy filled with ginseng and fucking dates and shit. And he says
Wow.
when he drinks that, he's ready to go.
How long does it take? Does he say?
I don't know.
Instant.
Tell me, I want some.
Hey, yeah, we gotta get a
glass.
cup, dude.
I want some.
I'll start drinking for that.
This is fucking glass thing that's been sitting there for years.
How much of it do you think is mental, or do you think it's actually?
I don't know. He's like, he takes one shot. He's like, I'm ready to go.
You should dilute the solution and see if it's mental.
Yeah, dilute
Dude, honestly, I'm serious. You should fucking make a dating app fucking account for your dad, and
Hospice.
you should bring some of this fucking jar of Hennessy for us.
What? So we're all having boners? We all have fucking boners in here?
Why not?
If we all have bonus because you're Jenga, honestly, I'd be like, you need to go to market with this shit.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
We need to have him here so we can, number one, find him a girlfriend. Because someone's watching and they have a single mom, right?
That's right.
That
And she's
would-
hot as fuck.
Yeah. And then we can hook him up. Another one is we'll get drunk on his moonshine and see if we get hard to see if we sell that.
For the B plot.
I would like to do that.
6 dudes with boners. That's a new show. 6 boners.
I think we're onto something.
I think we're on to something. Fuck the article. Like, we're gonna do straight up Careful Boys on this one.
Juices are kind of flowing today.
Right. All right. This is an episode of Careful Boys.
Another episode of Careful Boys. Welcome back to Careful Boys.
The world needs to know
Yep.
we're gonna find Bart's dad a death mate.
Yeah.
It's not a soulmate, right? It's a death mate.
Definitely. Yeah.
It's like the last hours.
Do you think though, like, if you had a death mate, like, would you really be thinking about the same priorities as like a soulmate though? Like at death mate, I feel like I'd be like, I need somebody who's gonna like do all the drugs with me, getting crazy orgies.
Bucket list mate.
Yeah, bucket list mate.
Oh, I like that. Why? I mean, yeah. Why does he care if they have a house? He's like, I don't want them to freeload off of me. They're not taking shit from you for like you're gone.
I would assume though that if you like legally, conjoin and then like they had debt though, suddenly it's like your family assumes they're dead. I could understand those liabilities and problems.
Oh, right. Yeah.
But that's what I'm saying. If you're looking,
I don't think you could pass on debt, dude.
If you get married, it's both people's debts now.
Oh wait. So like if she passes first, then he has to deal with that bullshit.
Oh, if the passing, I don't know. But when you're together, her debt is now your debt. And if you try to get a loan for something, it affects your credit score.
Okay, that makes
I like
sense.
the idea that when you sit down with somebody when you're that age, and the first question is, so do you have any debt? I guess you have to think to yourself for a second, like, hey, this is going pretty well if they want to know that.
Yeah.
Because it's getting serious.
Hey, wow,
It's not
okay.
just a hookup. You
All
know?
right. I guess they kind of like me.
or is that just the new like, hi, how are you? What if that's the beginning?
How high is your debt?
Because you probably don't want to waste time. You don't want to go on a dinner with somebody that you're like, you have like, if I don't want my partner to have debt, I need to ask that off the top.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
And what if
I wanna
she's
get that
like,
over with?
I like you, but you got
I
debt.
just go,
Yeah.
all right, thank you very much.
That's elder speaking.
He got up hella quick for moving like that though.
You got up quick.
He walks slow, but he's got a boner.
Wait, real talk. How's your dad's English?
It's weird.
I got it. Like my dad. Got it. Understood.
So it's like a weird, it doesn't sound like a traditional Asian accent. And because he learned English at a casino, it's like the words that he knows is weird.
Machine noise sounds.
When he's happy, he goes like that.
His eyes fucking roll.
No. Fold.
Oh, he doesn't like the date. He folds and he walks away, dude.
Is your dad a poker shark?
Always wears sunglasses.
He enjoys poker, but he doesn't like, he's not like gangster at like a poker shark. But he likes playing. He plays a lot. But he worked 20 years that way.
How is he with modernizing technology? Like, was he one of those people that jumped on like learning how to email quickly? Like,
Nah.
Is he in like stocks?
So how I taught him how to use his computer to check his emails because he needs it for like his fucking like retirement mutual funds shit. I had to write, like literally put your right hand on the mouse and move to the right. I was like, you see when there's a folder, click that 2 times. Damn. So it's like IKEA directions.
Yeah, I had to do that for my dad back in the day.
No, he's still like that.
Still like that?
Yeah, he's still like that.
Damn, that's crazy. My dad was on the cutting edge of all that shit.
Really?
Yeah, he
But
was
your
like,
dad's much younger than ours.
how old is your dad?
Your dad's language was also
80?
English, right? First, like,
My dad's 70 something now.
Okay, my dad's like 68 years old.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, same idea. But no, he was just really into all that shit. Super into tech. Loves like
That's true,
computers
because
and
my
shit.
stepdad's like late 80s, and he got my mom into tech. Today's video is brought to you by Blenders. Fresh from San Diego, California, the only sunglasses I'ma ever wear ever again. It's called Blenders Eyewear, baby. And you're gonna be just as hooked as much as I am once you see how cool these bad boys are.
So shout out to Blenders for sending me a sample to play with, and I really love them, and the amount of quality that they're able to have for the price is pretty amazing, and they're extremely trendy. Like they got the polarized ones, you know, the ones where you can't see the eyeballs.
Oh, that's perfect.
So you could like spy and see what the hell's going on, and it looks like an orange mirror. Then they got tortoise, the one with the look brown and tan specks.
Almost like a cheetah print.
Yeah, so it
That's
looks
my favorite.
Very trendy, and they got traditional wireframe ones. They have all kinds of them, and they fit and feel awesome.
You know, I like to use it because I'm always at the beach, as you can see. And some people think sunglasses are meant to block the sun, but it's also meant to make sure that nobody's drowning in the water and the sun doesn't mess up your eyes. But it's also meant to look at your future wife who is looking really good in a bikini.
Yeah. So you know these sunglasses are dope because Chase Fisher, the person who started Blenders, he used to be a surf instructor and he was selling these sunglasses out of his backpack on Pacific Beach.
His goal was to create adventurous, just like our lifestyle, mid-priced eyewear, just like our lifestyle. We can't afford that crazy stuff. And he wanted to give options with the cool, same factors as all these other leading, super expensive styles.
And unlike the big brand shades that you've probably lost or smashed in the past, Blenders are actually affordable, and that's why I like them so much, because I do got some like $200, $300 shades, but then you want to baby them so you never end up wearing them. And what I like about Blenders, the price allows you to wear them all the time. And because of the price, you're not gonna cry as much when the inevitable happens.
And it's perfect for people like me too, because you know, I go out there and I adventure, I mountain bike, I do all this stuff, but I never wear my expensive sunglasses for this reason, and they only stay in my car for driving. And that's not cool.
And what's dope is Blender has in-house designers, so they're always coming out with new styles, so they stay up with the trends, and you could probably pick a pair of a design that you already don't have. They don't just do sunglasses, they also do prescription glasses, Blu-ray blockers, readers, and even snow glasses as well. So to get 15% off your Blenders purchase, visit blendereyewear.com and use the code OffTheRecordVIP. That's OffTheRecordVIP. Use that code to get 15% off Blenders sunglasses. Blendereyewear.com.
Get yourself a pair.
My dad's into it too, even though he's not good, but my mom never wanted to get to it, so she sucks at it completely, which is why I was asking, but that also means that he's probably never gonna go on like an actual app or anything like that, right?
Oh, you know what? He needs to do it all in Chinese, because my mom was more into that shit when it was in, like she can read everything.
My dad doesn't even have a cell phone.
Dude, my dad was burning CDs like in the mid 90s.
That's dope.
He was one of the
Damn.
first like groups of people who were buying those things, and like because they were thousands of dollars.
That's so cool.
And he was trying to start like a little
Pirating?
side pirate business.
Does he have a 3D printer too?
He doesn't have a 3D printer now. He would have one if he
So
could.
that means you have to run your dad's dating account. You have to run his Bumble, yo.
Well, if anything, my follow-up question is like, how does a old person like your dad, how is he going to go about trying to find something?
Old school way, the newspaper.
Whoa.
That's how he was dating before. Yeah, like literally like, hey, I'm debt free. I own a house. My son graduated college. Like that kind of shit, and then
What a romancer.
like I'm retired.
This fool.
like that would be his classifieds.
I ain't got no problems.
Yeah, and he's looking through. I was like, oh, you like oranges too? I got an orange tree, and then like I don't know, they start writing letters to each other or talk on the phone or some shit.
Ryan, is your dad still with your mom?
Yeah, he is, yeah. Yeah. He's good with computers. He's good with porn. Have you seen your dad's porn searches?
That's a doozy. That's a doozy.
You've seen those porn searches?
Yeah, I have.
What was like?
I've seen a lot of weird shit because my dad thinks my I set up a computer. I left my Facebook signed in.
Yeah.
And then he was using Facebook thinking that was just Facebook, but it was my Facebook.
So you can see his like
I can see
history.
what friends of mine he thinks are hot.
Why he likes it and all that.
Well, yeah, because he's like clicking on them, and then, or sometimes I'll just straight up send them to me.
He'll send it to you.
Why does he send it to you?
He's like, your friend's hot.
Yeah, I'll just with no explanation. He'll send a friend of mine. I'll go, okay, I get it.
Is your dad young?
Name one we might know.
No, he's like 70 something.
You know what's pretty funny?
Name one we might know.
Name one we might know.
We were talking with Tim, and then Tim says they have a family chat, right? In the family chat, randomly, his dad posts, wow, look at this. It's a picture of Gio working out, or a video of Gio working out. And then Tim's like, why'd you put this in here?
And he was just silent.
What if he meant to send it to one of his boys?
I don't know. But
He just liked her squat form. She was really good form, yo.
It's weird because my dad can see my messages too.
And the mom's
like,
in that chat. The mom and like.
He could see my private fucking DMs on Facebook.
Wow.
So like, and I totally fucking forgot because I just let him do it. I was like, hey, you know, he probably thinks it's entertaining. And then like throughout the years, I'll be like talking to chicks, saying like nasty shit, and then I just go, oh fuck, I forgot my dad can read all of this.
And he's all hella proud.
Yeah, he's probably doesn't.
Good job,
He probably
Ryan.
thinks it's like a fucking reality show.
What if your dad's reading it and he's like, just like when I was in high school.
I have one of those. I definitely have one of those dads who just like, well, no matter what I do, like as far as girls, he'll always gloat that he was better, or that he had way more.
Then you?
Love it.
Gotta rub it in your face.
Yeah, he's one of those guys. Like,
my girlfriend.
by the time I was 20, he was like, I had so many more girlfriends than you by this age. Like he's.
Was he from the Philippines though? Like, was he there?
Yeah.
Because I heard the average out there is like you have 5 girlfriends.
Yeah.
Some shit like that. You got a lot of girlfriends.
I guess it was like a, I don't know, a 70s thing, 60s thing.
Well, I feel like in the Philippines, the average is to have like 4 wives.
That's true. Like you just have a lot of partners.
Yeah.
Or just have a lot of possibilities. I don't know.
Possibilities.
And he's disappointed in you because you're
Just trying to make sure I was like as straight as possible. I don't know what it is. Oh. But he was very like gloaty about every single thing.
I remember in junior year in high school, I went on a road trip with my dad and my mom, and I was sitting in the back seat of the van, and my dad is in the front seat. And it was like at like 9 o'clock at night, and we didn't really talk much. We weren't really close at like having these types of conversations about women or anything.
You're in
like
the
that.
back seat?
I'm in the back seat, and I'm like angsty. I'm like a junior. My dad is like, he's looking at the fucking
The rear
rearview
view
mirror
at you?
and he goes, "Hey Nick, do you like talk to girls and stuff?" And I'm like, and the whole time I was like mortified. I was like, "Dad, yeah, like what are you talking about? Of course I talk to girls, dude." And he's just like,
maybe he thought you were gay.
yeah, he probably did. He probably
Like we all do.
I think my dad.
But that's just because of evidence, though.
yeah.
No,
Just
my,
because of stuff I show you guys off camera. That's all.
no. When you're in high school, there's that period of time where like homies sleep over, or whatever, all the time. My dad would ask me like, "Hey, how come it's always dudes that sleep over?" And I'm like, "Cause they're homies."
Dad, you want me to bring a chick over and fuck her in our house? Is that what you're saying? What are you saying?
That's literally what he thinks.
Or dad, if I was a girl, you would just let me go sleep at another dude's house right now?
No way.
Why you guys have all these male sleepovers? The fuck is wrong with you?
What's up with all these dudes?
If I were your age, I'd be trying to get girls to sleep over. And it's like, I'm 13! Exactly.
But maybe it's also when they like, you know, you have a bunch of dudes sleep over and then you think you're being slick, but then they check the computer and they're like, these motherfuckers were looking at porno the whole time.
Yeah.
You know what I'm talking about? Maybe we didn't learn about browsing history yet. And they're just like,
These motherfuckers. Yeah, I'm sure that was definitely a thing.
My dad probably thought I was into some weird shit because he caught me looking at the wrong porn one time. Like I was just fucking.
What does that
around
mean?
looking at-
Searching around,
You
whatever.
know, like when you go to like, remember like old school like Rotten.com?
yeah.
Like shit like that, where it was like it's just to be shocked. It wasn't to fucking jack off.
Big Bugs fucking chips or something?
Like Lemon Party?
He was asking me if the new printer was like good, and I was like, oh yeah, I can just print. It prints out so great. Let me show you. And then I forgot one of my tabs was open, and I didn't even remember what was on it, but it was like a fucking girl. And she was like bondaged with the American flag.
Oh shit.
Whoa.
And she was all like cut up, and then my dad was like, "Who?" And I was like, "No, we're not gonna."
That's
print
what was
that."
coming out of the printer?
No, that's what was on the screen.
That would have been crazy. That would have been.
Is a printer market? Yeah, let me show you.
It's funny if it prints slow, and he's all, "Oh, American flag." It's
Oh no, not my Welcome to America porn.
not my patriotism stuff.
What a genre.
Did he talk to you after?
Oh my god! No, I think because it's fucking Asian dad. He's not gonna address it. He's just gonna feel weird.
Yeah. Never talk about it ever again.
I had more sex talks with my mom than my dad.
Same.
My mom just told me, don't jack off too much, because it's not good for you.
Wow, I never had.
Boy, was she wrong, dude.
Yep.
I know.
First of all, I will still think that Japanese people are different from like regular Asians.
That's true, because we're more open about sex. Yeah, we talked about, Because my niece the other day was like, man, I'm gonna fucking quit this school shit and I'm gonna be a hooker. And I was like, what the fuck? And then Hannah was like, yeah, maybe that's a good idea. I'm like, no, you don't fucking tell her that shit. And then later I was like, God damn it, this is really my family and it's been unleashed in her.
You're like, at least wait till you're 10 years old, okay? Jesus Christ.
That's true. When my dad talks to me about sex, it's like a giant gap. It's like there's just a lot of unspoken things, and he uses like euphemisms. So he'll be like, "Hey, you know, like if you can't get the job done, I would just pop a couple of oysters." And then you're like, I think you're talking about sex. I think, you know, like he
talking
doesn't.
about boners
Yeah, he never
specifically.
talks about when you're getting a bed. He doesn't even get even close enough to like being in a bed with a girl. It's like he just dances around like if you can't get the job done.
My mom straight up told me like, hey, all those girls that you've been bringing over, like, you shouldn't be buying hookers. And I was so offended because I was like, we're hooking up, dude. Like, they actually like me for me. I'm not fucking buying hookers.
They go to my school, mom.
Exactly. And I'm like, what the fuck?
Buying all these
First of all, I wouldn't bring a hooker to the house.
They're from homeroom.
She's like, okay, why is there a guy standing outside every time?
That's just my buddy Steve, man.
I was like, why did you go straight there? I'm like, your son has the ability to talk to women and romance them. I didn't buy this. What the fuck?
Why does she have goldfish in her heels?
You know what her reasoning was?
What?
The way they dress.
And it's just like probably like ABG of like late 90s or
Yeah.
something.
She was just like,
Best.
she's like, oh, they dress like a hooker, so I'm assuming that they're hookers because their mom wouldn't let them dress that way.
Yeah.
And I'm like, you have no sense of fucking fashion.
My dad didn't want me to date this girl because she looked like he goes. This was his warning. He goes, "Don't date her. She has homeboys."
Homeboys.
Because she looked like a typical I guess like
Chola.
yeah, but she's
You're like,
still
Dad, I'm one of them.
No, because I really my dream like when I entered high school was to date one of the girls that looked like she was on those party flyers.
Yeah.
Like that
With the
shit.
blonde hair and the streaks and stuff.
And then I did, and then I fucking found out we were cousins.
Oh, that's a twist.
Did you guys
I've been there, man.
In that order, or
have any physical interactions at that?
yeah, not all the way, but it's the Filipino fucking curse where like that's why Filipinos don't tend to date in the community. As
First cousin?
No. It was like through marriage, but it's bad enough to get fucking roasted by everybody because they all found.
Well, at least it's no Jon Snow move.
Hey, at least you didn't fuck her first, like what happened to me.
What? Is this a real thing?
I got her pregnant. And I'm against abortion, so what am I gonna do?
But that's all we'll say because this is fucking careful.